Hello, hello. Go put my volume up. Trying to get myself together. I feel like I say that every week, but I'm always trying to get myself together. It's been a long weekend. Hello, hello. Hello. My name is Jen from the Cartomancer, and I'm here every Monday at 9 Pacific, 12 noon Eastern for your weekly taroscopes and whatever else pops up. We'll see. We'll see what happens. There's always something going on. So, today also we have magic and mediums that I will be talking with about 6:30 tonight Eastern time. So be sure to hop on for that. So that would be 3:30 Pacific. So come and chat with Nell and I tonight. She's got a Kickstarter going, so we're gonna do all the chatting about how that's going and her process about it and all that fun stuff. So be sure to join us tonight, today, 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern. And then, what do we have after that? Then we have somebody else I'll announce probably tomorrow. Actually, we have Victoria, and she is the author of Tarot and the Moon. I don't know if I got that title exactly right, but I'll post it. You'll know. Come and talk about it. It'll be fun. Let's see. I hope you guys all had a great weekend. Mine was rather busy. My son had surgery, so it's been a rough couple days. Like, you forget about, like, you know, when you're taking care of somebody else and you can only do so much, you know, especially if it's your kid or even your pet, you know, like anything, any being you have to take care of, it's a lot of work. So we made it through the weekend though, so I'm hoping at this point he'll get a little better. But we are also in the midst of our Lionsgate energy, and I actually put the shirt on today and it's got lions on it. Tarot by the Moon. Okay, I know I was close. And it's got lions on it, and I didn't realize until after I put it on. So I have my lions. This is going to be my official Lionsgate shirt, so I have to remember that to wear it. It's actually quite comfy. So, what else we have going on? I'm going to look at, I wrote out some astrology things going on here. So we did have just the new moon yesterday. We're still in that energy today. Anytime there's a new moon, full moon, any of those moons, you do have that energy for 3 days. So if you didn't get to do any sort of manifesting yesterday, or you want to write some intentions out, then you have time. You have definitely another day at least to get those out. And one important thing when we are manifesting or using the energy of the new moon too is also make sure there's action steps. Because just going and, you know, say we want like $3,000 at the end of the week, you know, unless you're doing something, it's probably not going to happen. So make sure it's something that is doable, but a little stretchy. So it's a little uncomfortable. Action steps. And really, you know, make it something that is on your mind every day, that you're working towards every day. And I guarantee if it's not done in a month, then at least you are that much closer. Because it does sometimes take a couple months to manifest things. It just doesn't always happen in a month's time. I wish it was that easy, but unfortunately no. So, you know, with that being said too, we have Venus this week is going through, and the moon are going through Libra and Scorpio. So that is really about our bonds with other people. That's about even our own behavior, like how we're acting, you know, and I love all of my Scorpios. You know, but sometimes the snark is real, you know? So maybe it's just like that time to kind of pay attention to those things and, you know, be a little bit more mindful of them. Think about what you say before you say it. And that goes for all of us. And sometimes too, when you find Scorpio in your chart too, that can tell you where your focus needs to be maybe in how you react to things. So that's another thing you can try too. So today we are using the Tattoo Tarot. I haven't used this one in a hot minute. And then this deck, actually, she lives near me too. She is a wonderful artist, and it's the Earthly Souls Spirits Oracle by Terry Foss. And she has this like little paper here, so I'm going to take that out. She comes in this cute little bag. Hello, hello. And her artwork is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And she does sell prints of these too, but just to kind of give you a quick peek at them. Of course, they're all upside down. Hey, Callie. They are, I just love them. And I do have some of her prints as well. So we're going to use that oracle. And here we go. Let's see. I'm kind of situating what's going on today. So for some reason, these cards, they kind of like, look, they kind of like, I don't know, warped is the word? In the box, which I thought was really weird. I've never had that happen before. So it makes it a little harder to shuffle because they're a little like wonky. And I'm clumsy anyway, so it's a great combination. All right. Let's see what we got here. If anyone wants me to pull a card for them, just let me know. I'll sneak it in. And off we go. So for Aries. We have 7 of Cups. Let's see here. Good. For 7 of Cups. So, you know, you have a lot going on. You have a lot of choices to make, and they may be emotional choices this week. So with us moving also into that energy, like I was saying, you know, really first decide how you want a situation to go and what your choices are and how your emotions are connected to them, and then make your decision based off of that. So Aries, you know, this week it's really, you're going to need to check in with yourself and really decide how you feel about it. Because sometimes we go through things and we don't think about how we really, really feel about it. We just think about the emotions that are popping up, you know, at that moment. So that is something to also think about. Let's see. Okay. I can pull a card for you. And now, let's see. With my weird shaped cards. Let's see. All right. And then Mark, we will pull one next. I'm an Aries. He's a Leo. Ooh, all right. All right, let's see. Whoop, we got a jumper. We're going with that. So 8 of Swords we got for you, Magic and Mediums. This is all, you have a lot of things that are on your mind. You have a lot of situations that are going on around you, and it's time for you to kind of focus your energy on which path you want to take and really start to kind of pull those swords down. Like, that's what I'm kind of like, I just see like pulling swords down, like this thought is no good, this thought's no good, you know. And maybe, you know, because I see these 2 popping out at the back for me, maybe there's 2 options that are really good for you, and maybe the rest are not really going to work for you at this time too. So I feel like it's almost like you kind of have to like sort everything out, you know, all your thoughts, and which ones are really good for you and which ones probably you may want, but they aren't going to be good for you. So that's what I got for you. And we will go ahead and pull a card for Mark. All right, Mark. And then I got to remember, I got to pull for Aries Oracle card. Don't let me forget, because I might. You're welcome. And anyone that just joined too, I will actually be speaking with Magic and Mediums Official tonight. I keep saying tonight because I'm Eastern, so It's 6:30 Eastern time, but 3:30 Pacific. So come join us and chat about that. And they got a cool Oracle deck coming out. So it will be fun. And I just threw a whole bunch of cards everywhere. All right, Mark. What we got for you? Injuries. We got the Hangman. Let's turn it that way. Okay, which way you're pulling it, I don't know. So, Mark, this is really interesting for me. I think, you know, for this, it's really about you, and try not to overthink it. I think you just need to kind of go with the flow of the situation and how it's going, and not overthink every little thing that happens, and really just pay attention to the, you know, being present in the moment, I think is really important. And, you know, how you are feeling and how you're connecting, and not worry about these other distracting thoughts that are popping in, because you may miss something, you know, I mean, you may miss something good, because I think it's definitely a good thing, and you need to just stay mindful of the present moment. Like, don't get lost in your head about it. So there you go, Mark. All right, yes, Oracle card, got that. See, I almost forgot. All right, and there's a lot of them in here too. These are like, this is a very meaty Oracle deck. And then these are the card backs. Let me pull this one. Those are the card backs. Really pretty, right? So this one is confidence. So this is for Aries. So Aries, you know, and we were just talking about making decisions, clearing some stuff out. Make sure, yes, Mark, awesome. Make sure that you are, you know, confident in your decisions. Pay attention to how you're feeling and trust your feelings, you know, and that's a part of confidence too, right? Is trusting your feelings and going with it. Hey, Robert. So now we're going to go on to Taurus. All right, Taurus. I'm going to actually I'm struggling here, people. No, I'm really not. I'm just trying to push the cards. I'm going to have to put them under heavy books or something. It's bugging me that they're like warped like that. All right, so we have the Strength card, Taurus. So this week you will need to be pulling in your inner strength. And, you know, this is kind of funny for me too, because my son that just had surgery, he's a Taurus. So this is very fitting for him. You know, I think this is all about calling in your strength. And then we have that Lion, that Leo energy, right? So what is it that you want to strengthen maybe in your life? What is it that you see going on that needs a little more strength, and maybe how you're reacting to situations or how you're feeling about stuff, you know, or just in general. Also too, I feel like it's like about believing in your strength. This week, I feel like this week's all about like believing in yourself. I'm about it. You know, it's that Leo energy kicking up. And then also too, I must say, happy birthday to Amber. I said I was going to say it every week this month because she is a Leo, even though her birthday's next week. Doesn't matter. And also Jamie's birthday is the 10th, right? Right, Amber, 10th? So her birthday is coming up tomorrow. Yay! So for Taurus, we have White Light. And I'm going to see what she wrote about White Light because I'm curious to see. So these are from Terry Foss, and really pretty cards. And she has like a paper here that she writes at. So this is about keeping strong and rooted, be flexible, and protect your well-being. So I think that was a really good one actually to go with the Strength card, right? So we have the Strength card, and then this is about being grounded and being rooted in your boundaries and all of that, right? Okay, good. Yay, I remembered. Yes. So Jamie's birthday's tomorrow, Amber's birthday. We got everything very lots of Leo energy. I love it. I am here for all of it. All right, so next we have Gemini. And I'm trying to like very carefully shuffle. All right, Gemini, what do we got for you? So Gemini, we have the 5 of Wands. So Yes, it's such a beautiful deck, and all of her work is just so pretty. It really is. So Five of Wands, Gemini, you know, I think this week too, I think this is almost kind of like, I was going to say your head and your heart, but I also, hi Pamela, I also kind of feel like this is like that Gemini energy, the twins, right? And I kind of feel that you're going to be like opposing yourself this week. Like you have to kind of battle it out with yourself. And I feel like that is really going with like how you want your month to be, what you want to bring in. And again, that energy, that fiery energy that's going on, I think it does kind of relate to the head and the heart and just bringing the balance of it. And I'm just looking outside. There's like I think a hummingbird moth outside. It's really big. Distracted. So, Gemini, I think for you, grounding is really important this week and really taking some time to just be in your own space. Because, Gemini is very cerebral. They have a lot going on. My husband is a Gemini, sun and moon, and Scorpio rising. So there is just a lot for him. So I'm going to make him go sit in the grass. That's what I do. When he gets all caught up in his head, I'm like, let's go sit in the grass. And he thinks I'm nuts, but he does it. So that's the most important thing. So Geminis, you need to ground a little bit and just like bring it all down and reconnect. So let's bring in our card here. This is pretty angelic. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. So, this is angelic and it's saying water element on here too. So with the face, self-love, self-esteem, forgiving, cleansing, letting go. So that is actually like the perfect card to go along with what we were just saying, right? Yes, for sure. So I really think it's about being nice to yourself, giving yourself some space, doing some grounding. And this is a water element card, so maybe going near some water. Or if you're a bath person, maybe a nice Epsom salt bath and just doing some releasing. I think that will really help ground as well. So that's what I got for you, Geminis. Next is Cancer. So let's see what we have for Cancer. So Cancers, we have for you the 8 of Cups. Lots of cups going on this week, right? And, I feel like it's just that all that energy is coming up with, we have Lionsgate and stuff, which Lionsgate is also active until the 12th. So if you want to do anything in related to that, you can do that at the 12th. And that's really great for, manifesting. And I always like to tell people too, this is also a great time to write a letter to your future self. So write a letter, how you want things to look, giving your future self some advice, and then open it on the next Lionsgate. And I always find, like, I've done that a few times and it's always really interesting. So Cancers, 8 of Cups. You have, your cups are full. You're almost to where you want to be emotionally. But you still have some decisions to make. You still have some things to get through. But as you're going through these things, as you have these decisions, make sure to give yourself some credit and look back and think about how far you've come. Think about those people that have helped you and maybe reaching out to them even too and just giving them a little thanks or I'm thinking about you or something like that because, you are on your way. So just really keep doing what you're doing. That's what I'm getting for you. Let's see. Next we have our oracle cards. There's one that's like darker than the others and it always just keeps popping out at me. All right, let's see. We got abundance. Ooh, I love that. I want to be in this card, right? Like I want to be the witch in this card right now. We're almost there. So abundance. And I love that with the 8 of Cups, just like what I was talking about is really pay attention to that you are abundant And how did you get abundant? How did you get there? What are those things that you did? So giving yourself some credit, those people that helped you along the way, I think is super important for you, Cancers. So next we have Leo. Leo. And like I said, I wore my lion shirt today. I guess it's like a tiger. Still, I'm saying it's a lion, same thing. It's the energy of it. It's what I want it to be, right? Right. All right. Let's see. Now it's time. Oh, the time has come to do something now. Right. All right. Where are we? Leos. Yes. 8s. Those 8s. And I pulled that. Did I pull that 3 times or twice already? The 8s, right? See, it's all connected. We know that though. All right. So we have for you, Leos, the 9 of coins. I might have to like individually unbend the cards. There we go. So we have 9 of coins for you, Leos. You know, this is your time to shine. This is your birthday month. You are, you know, in the fields, and I feel like it's time for you to start getting those big projects done. It's time for you to start bringing those things to the end. And also, if there has been situations going on or people that you've been around that aren't really serving you, that you don't need, it's time to just kind of clear that out, because you are getting to big things. You're almost there, and it's time for you to kind of clean house a little bit, I feel like, to make some room for that and to really get into that manifesting energy as well. So let's see what this one says. So faith. Look at that. So I think again here is really just having faith that you can get to the end, that you can be, you know, that you're almost to the finish line, that, you know, what is keeping you from the finish line? Like, I really just feel like I just keep getting the feeling like there's some things going, there's these little things in the way that you need to really just kind of clear out, you know, like I said, clear house, because you're almost to the finish line. So have faith that you can do that, and you will get to that point. You will. It will happen. So here you go, Leo. That was a good one. Next we have Virgos. All right, Virgos, what do we have for you? We have the 5 of Cups. Look at this. Cups everywhere. We are all in the fields, all over the place. That's just what's happening. So, Virgo, you know, I do feel that there may be things coming up that are really going to be rough, and that maybe these are past things that are starting to pop up for you. And it's time for you to maybe deal with them. You know, it's time for you to really step into these, you know, situations and really move them forward. Pay attention. I wasn't looking at moths. I was thinking. I think it's time for you to, yes, it is lots of cups. It is all about the feels, and, you know, with the Virgos too, I feel that there's also situations that, may be coming up that you have no control over, and that it's time for you to really be okay with that. Like, sometimes you have to give up a little bit in a situation for it to resolve. So I feel like also too that has to do with it too, Leo, Virgos. Like, it's okay to give a little, to sometimes even let the other person be right, even though you don't feel that it's completely right. So it's just kind of like, let it go. Let it go. I'm not going to sing for you, but yes. You know, and like I was saying, like, we have all that other, you know, the energy with Venus and the moon and all that, and it's about relationships. So that really kind of plays into that as well. So centered. So I believe too that you need to definitely stay centered and stay focused on the situation, and maybe even start paying attention to how you want the end result to look and how you can get there too. So that's what I got for you, Virgo. Next, we're moving into Libra. Libra. And if anyone wants a card, let me know. If not, that's fine too. All right, so Libras, which is me. I'm a Libra. So we have 4 of Wands. Look at that. Yay. I like the diamond. I'll take it. You know, you have built your foundation. You have been working hard towards that. You've been taking the action steps that you have needed to get to where you want to go. So know that, yeah, everything is working, everything's coming to fruition, and it's time for you to celebrate that and enjoy that. And, you know, take the time. I also feel to thank those people that helped you along the way, right? Because anytime we do, you know, when we are manifesting or bringing stuff in and it does happen, it's also so important. You have the action steps, which are super important, but it's also super important to practice gratitude. I can't get my words out today. So always do that. When you have something going on, even if it's just a thank you, like, you don't need, it doesn't even need to be anyone specific, but whoever needs that will get that energy as well. All right. What was that? All right. I thought I heard thunder. All right. So we have Earth. Oh, I love that. He kind of looks like the little fox that runs around my property. I haven't named him yet, though. So Earth, I think grounding, really, right, is just that grounding energy and just staying and just practicing humility. I feel like that's really what comes up for that one, Libras, when things are coming up and everything, just practice some humility. All right, let's see. Well, that one popped out, so we will leave it for our Scorpios. Let's see. Yes. All right, Scorpios. So for you, we have 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords. So, I like this card with the rose in the middle. So 2 of Swords. Scorpios, I feel like with this one, though, it's like, this one is like what you want to say and what you should say. So that is really coming up for me this week for you, Scorpio. And I feel that you want to be mindful of that. And I kind of talked about that in the beginning as well, which is really funny because this is basically what I said at the beginning is what I would say about this card, being mindful of what's coming out of your mouth. Think about it before you say it, because sometimes, we have the rose here. We want to just make it a little sweeter when it comes out of our mouths, even though in our heads it's some sort of way. Maybe just think about making your words a little sweeter this week, Scorpio. And then this card jumped out, so energy. So I also think that means too is working on your energy and working on trying to reframe thoughts, and also to, really pay attention to how you're feeling when you reframe these thoughts, right? So if you have something snarky in your head or whatever, and you change it and you deliver, say whatever you want to say, how did that make you feel? Did that make you feel better? Did that make you feel worse? Did that, think about that and think about why. So almost you want to analyze what you're saying in a way, but not obviously get too lost in it. But I think that is also very telling, because it's again that checking in with yourself. So that's what I got for you, Scorpios. I'm gonna take a drink. My baby Yoda. Look, there's my baby Yoda. He's always sipping with me. Or Grogu, which I know that's his name, but he's still always Baby Yoda to me. All right, that's just how it is. All right, Sagittarius, what do we got for you? Sagittarius, you guys are always on the move as well. And Sag is actually my my rising sign. So we got the Knave of Swords. Look at him. So this week for you, Sag, you know, nights are a moving energy, right? So swords are our thoughts, you know, just all the stuff in our head. It's that air. So for you this week, I think that you may have to speak up for yourself or somebody else. And the nights, you know, nights are also, to me, like kind of a younger energy. Like maybe they kind of like maybe college age, you know, like they are almost there and they're almost right. Whatever, Amber, whatever. No, it's fine. It's that, you know, like they're almost an adult, but not quite. So sometimes they jump into it a little bit. But in the other sense, they have that fearlessness. So use that. You may need to be sticking up for somebody this week. Like I really feel that Sagittarius, that's something, and you pay attention to that. You know, when that pops up, remember this conversation right now and be like, oh, I'm supposed to do this. Like trust your intuition, follow it. You know, use your words wisely, but also fearlessly. So that's what I got for you, Scorpios. Let's see what card we have here. Like these cards are such like Samhain vibes. Like I just, looking at them, I just want to be inside every single card. So, oh, look at that, rejoice. So with that, Sag, I think afterwards, after you do that, you'll feel so much better. And I do feel that a weight will be lifted. And you will also gain some confidence by doing that, by using your voice and really stepping in when maybe you don't usually do that, you know? And, you know, like I said, we're in that new moon energy, that Lionsgate energy. So it's a great time to make things stretchy and a little uncomfortable, because when we do things that are uncomfortable, in a good way, like, you know, it's like you should do it, but it still makes you really nervous. Those are the times when like greatness happens. That's when the opportunities open up. That's like giving the universe that like, oh, hey, I'm ready. Look I'm doing this thing, even though I feel like I might puke. So that is always the way to go. Always. All right. So that brings us to Capricorn. So Capricorns, who are our CEOs of the zodiac. They are about the business. Let's see what card we're getting for them. Judgment. I feel like I got this last week for Capricorns too, actually. So for this week, I feel though this week it's more about you being called to really straighten out a situation and use your judgment to help others. I do feel that some people will be, you know, around you, whether it's work or just relationships, will be making some decisions that probably aren't in their best interest, and that you need to, again, trust your intuition and help them and guide them. Like somebody really is going to need that guidance this week, and you have it all figured out in your head already, because, you know, the Capricorns can be like, bam, oh, here's the plan. This is what we're doing. Somebody's going to need your plan this week. So do your thing, Capricorn. We know you can. Let's see what card we got here. Let's see. Purposeful. Oh, that's really cool. That's a good card, right? That is like your purpose is to do that, right? Like you're really good at making plans and decisions and mapping things out. You can get a group organized in no time flat. So that is your purpose. That is a part of that. So this is all calling to that energy this week. I did. So let's see where that brings us. Besides throwing things off my desk. All right. Oh, these cards are jumpy. So what do we have? Oh, Aquarius. Aquarius, here we are. What do we got for you? All right, Aquarius. Justice. So this week, Aquarius, I do feel that you need to really, I feel that it's like for yourself though, like you need to really guide yourself in the best direction, and you need to do what feels right to you. And like, what is your justice in a situation? What does it look like? How can you get there? What can you do to get there? And I do feel like this is like a big decision or a situation that's going on that you really need to step into that role and really decide, what is the fairness look to me? How does my fairness play into this situation? And what can I do about it? What can I do to make myself feel satisfied with the outcome? So I feel like that's like a really like thinking kind of thing going on. You may need to take some time and really sit with it. And I think too, it's also about not making a rash decision. And even though you may right away feel like, oh yeah, this is what I want to do, sit with it. Give yourself some time to sit with it, because it may still be the same, but it may shift. And again, those like steps to get to that point may change too. Or you may have an idea, or just sitting there, you may really be like, is that really what I want? Or is that what other people want me to want? Right? Lots of thinking there for you, Aquarius. So let's see what card we got. And this is faith. We got that faith card again. So I think having faith in the process and giving it time, don't rush it, is really important for you. So then that brings us to Pisces. All right, Pisces. So also, one more time, just in case anybody hopped on a little later, make sure to come hang out with me tonight with Magic and Mediums Official. And we were going to talk about their Oracle deck, and they have a Kickstarter going for it right now, and get you all the information for that. And also just talk about the deck. What's it about? Why are we gonna love it? I peeked at it and I really think it's super cool. So we will do that as well. Oh, you're a Pisces. All right, let's see. Right, I know. Amber, sit down and have a think, will ya? Outside, near water, and all those things. Right? Oh my gosh. Oh no, Pamela. I don't want to make you late to her. All right. Here we go. We're pulling a card. Here we go. Now I feel like I'm gonna hurry up so you're not late. All right. So Pamela, we got the devil. Oh no, am I the devil today because you're gonna be late? No. This again, I feel like this week is, because this is such a great manifesting week, I think it's really important for you to think about these bad habits that may be creeping up for you, or things that you want to change. Use your intentions. Use this like super intention, powerful energy towards that. I do feel that this can be related to health. This can be related to work. That it's important. It's really just calling for you to use this week as your starting point to get things going and get things headed in the right direction. It's almost like a reset. I feel like Pisces, this is like a reset week for you. So how do you want the rest of your year to look? What can you do? Again, those action steps. Maybe calling in somebody else to help you out, And it's time to do that, because all of this energy and all of what's going on in the planets is really like focusing on that. So I honestly think this is a really great card, because I think it's really calling to Pisces to like, all right, guys, it's time to do it, Definitely a reset. So let's see what Oracle card we get for this one. Now I'm curious. Right. Yeah, it's just kind of time to like reset and just step out into the sun, Pisces. See? Step into that Leo sun. Melt away all the yuck, right? Anything you don't need, we're just melting it away. So centered we got here. And I love that for this one too, because then it's basically you're resetting yourself, you're recentering yourself. And that energy, I guess, is really calling to you, because both cards told you that's what's up. So yes, I love that. That was good. I really did. That was a good one. All right. Yeah. Get that like sun energy, just whatever it is that, like, also too, I feel like by stepping out in the sun, you're also shining a light on those shadows, right? You're so welcome, Pamela. You step into light, you're shining a light on those shadows for a reason. And again, that recentering, restarting and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I love that. That's good. All right, Pisces. So, so that brings us to all of the cards of the zodiac this week. Super energy filled week, like I said. So definitely take advantage of it. And, we can all reset really and just see what the rest of our year we want it to look like. Or like I said, write a letter to your future self and open it next year at this time and see what resonates, because a lot of times it does. It's really crazy doing that. If you've never done that before, I highly recommend it. It's pretty cool to do that. If anyone else wants a card right now, go ahead and let me know. You can put a question in the comments, or I can just pull one. So this would be the time for that. Also, we are speaking with Magic and Mediums tonight, 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern. So if you want to come hang out with me again, then you can certainly do that and see we will be chatting about. And then, yeah, like I think next week we have Victoria, Tarot of the Moon. We're going to talk to her. Next Wednesday is Amber's birthday. So there's that. All right. All right, Robert, let's get you a card. And then next is Sarah. Sarah, 808. And there's those 8s again, right? So we got for you, Robert, we have the Knave of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. So I think for you this week, the Knights are a moving energy. And I do feel like that you're going to be moving through emotions this week. And I think that you need to just really let it happen. I feel that there are some, things that are kind of just stuck there and they need to move and they need to get moving. And sometimes too, moving your body and moving yourself somehow, or just moving energy is really good for that too. And that really helps us to clear out some emotions that may be hanging around that we don't need anymore. And then that also leaves some room to make some new, intentions or bring some new stuff in. So it's time to do a little emotional house clearing, Robert. All right, so for Sarah, here we go. So for you, we got the 6 of Cups. So this, again, I'm telling you, like, it's all we have gotten, I think, almost every Cups card today. So this is a week of the feels. And like Amber was saying too, Leo is very heart energy, heart-centered energy. So I do feel that this is, okay, Robert, good, that's good, And you know what? Feel them, let them go, right? So, Sarah, you have, for me, it's really interesting. I don't know why, because it's just like the 3 and the 3 are really sticking out to me. So, and you have that heart in the middle. I feel that you are, maybe there's a situation that you've been divided in, that you haven't really been able to come to a conclusion with because of that. And this week, I think, is about bringing it together. And here again, we have that fiery energy. See, like the flames poking up. So this week I feel like is really about relationships, and maybe there's a relationship that has kind of been a little off that you need to, give a little energy to, bring a little bit of that fiery heart energy to it. Because it's time to move. It's time to like keep going. Because it's not there yet and it's going to take some time, but I do think it's like, again, that like processing emotion and moving forward and keeping it going too for you, Sarah. So Just keep doing it. And, you know, this week, I don't know, like I just keep saying it too. Like I feel like there's a lot of things that may come up that are uncomfortable that everybody's just like, nah, I don't think I want to deal with that. It's this week, it's really about bringing it into the sun and really seeing what you can do about it. Why is this like sitting in the dark? Why are these things coming up for us? And using the energy of Lionsgate, of, you know, the new moon and stuff like that to move it forward and to try to like clear some of the way out, because I do feel that that's really important this week. So that's what I got for you, Sarah. Thank you. Yeah, so if nobody else wants a card, we'll go ahead and call it a day. Well, for now, and I will see everybody later as well. Oh, okay. See, that makes a lot of sense. And I definitely, that's why I kind of felt like they were separated like that. Because I'm like, there's like two things going on here. Yeah, I really think sitting with it and shining the light on it, because, you know, when we're in a romantic, especially romantic relationships, and why that's such a popular question in tarot, right? Is romantic relationships. That, by Amber, that it's one of those things that when you're kind of in the newness of it, you tend to put stuff, you know, in the shadow, but it's time to bring it all out and really look at it and see what's working and what's not. So that's what I have. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Make sure to come stop by a little bit later and say hello. And I will see you next week, Monday here, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon, and we'll do it all over again. All right, guys, have a great day.